We've got a half marathon to run today. We're here in Edinburgh, Scotland. It's very windy. We should have headwind half of the race and tailwind the other half. It's like a flat, straight stretch of seafront promenade that is 3.5k long. So we're gonna have to repeat that like 6 times. As you can see, some runners are already running because there is also a marathon and an ultra going on. That started at 3 p.m. There's also a 7k race. I've got the Alpha Fly 3 on today. First time I start on the front line of a race. Bit messy, but it's not that wide. We have to be careful with people coming the other way around. U-turn here, don't like that. Now running into the wind. There's a strong headwind. Alright, I guess I should try to make up a bit of time on the way back with tailwind. Just not sure I can do that. Okay, that's the first 7k done. Now repeat 2 more times and we're done. Just started raining. I mean, what else can go wrong? I had to almost stop at the U-turn because it's so sharp and the floor is wet, so I don't want to slip. Okay, 10k in 48 minutes, 30 seconds. Not good at all. But yeah, considering the conditions, could be worse. So my heart rate is pretty low right now, like 141, which is like low zone 3. So I should be able to go much faster, but I feel I just don't have power in my legs. I don't have the power to extend my stride. I feel like I'm repeating the same thing over and over again lately. Also, I'm starting to feel some cramping in my legs. Thanks for the support.
Well done.
Okay, second lap done. One more. So the headwind is very bothering, but tailwind doesn't really feel like it's pushing me a lot. Take some water. Ah. Okay, missed it. Great water station, really. Into the headwind again. This is killing me. 18 k's, 3 to go. My left knee started to collapse around kilometer 18, which is something I never had before, so I guess I'm gonna have to look into it. So this has been essentially a slow tempo run for me today. Really hard effort though. Like, I don't feel I could have done much better. Okay, last U-turn, and then we should have tailwind straight into the finish line. My hamstring are cramping. Everything hurts right now. And I'm running pretty slow. Perhaps my hamstring were cramping because I didn't drink. I'm not sure, but there's definitely something going on there. Okay, there's about half a kilometer to go. Let's finish that. All right. Legs are cramping. I feel like I used the Alpha Fly for nothing. I could have done pretty much the same thing with my trusted pair of Super Blast 2. Let me show you the medal. Yeah. Okay. Garmin says my stamina was at 90% on the start line, so that means I lost 10% warming up, and I finished at 32%. So yeah, definitely Garmin seems to think that I had more in me, but I just couldn't get it out. Walking back while there are still some ultra runners out there. I don't feel like jogging back. My legs are hurting and cramping. Starting to rain again. So my finish time was 1 hour and 46 minutes, which is pretty bad, but I feel I couldn't have done any better. Let's look back at the excuses I put up before the race during my warm-up. This race was not planned on my calendar. Just came to Scotland some days ago for my son's graduation and also to help with his removal. So actually my legs are pretty shattered by now because of the removal. I don't know how I feel. Some pretty noticeable niggles at the upper part of my quads, which is not an area that is normally sore. So I don't know, let's see what happens. I haven't done any half marathon training, any decent long run or threshold session for at least 3 months. I have not been able to run the whole week because I was traveling and then it was raining the whole week. Mentally I'm not very sharp either, rather in a dip right now. I haven't had a lot of good sleep either this week because I had lots of things going on, and also the accommodation was pretty crap. I'm currently 4 kgs over my ideal race weight because I've been eating too much lately and quite a bit of junk food. So arguably that would represent like 10 seconds per kilometer. So if you combine that with the strong winds, the lack of threshold training, lack of mental toughness too, sore legs, lack of sleep, the rather poor racing conditions and also poor organization, like I couldn't hydrate during the race, well then yeah, it's no wonder I ended up running like 23 seconds per K slower than my PB. My heart rate has been pretty low during the whole race. Average heart rate for the race was 141, I believe, beats per minute, which is like low zone 3, but I just couldn't push more. So my heart rate didn't go up during the race despite all the caffeine I took before and during the race, and despite the heat adaption and heat training I did. The benefits in terms of getting more blood plasma and therefore an easier heart function, that didn't happen, and therefore my muscles didn't get that extra boost of oxygen that I was expecting. So for some reason, heat training back home in Spain, training at like 38-40 degrees, has made absolutely no difference. Racing here at like 14 degrees, so that's like 25 degrees difference, no advantage at all. I was secretly expecting to see some kind of benefits due to the temperature difference, but that didn't happen. So I believe this is the 4th time that I try to train in the heat in Spain and then come north to race in much cooler conditions, but it has never worked well for me. I never got any benefit from it, so I guess that means my limiting factor is something different. Perhaps I'm lacking strength training. To be honest, I was not very focused. I was not paying a lot of attention to my stride, the way I hit the ground, the way I push with my leg extended behind, my posture, core, nothing of that. So probably my running form would look pretty bad. I was just thinking about fighting the wind, fighting the cramps, procrastinating and just wanting to get to the finish line. So there was a clear lack of focus and indeed rather negative attitude, I'm afraid. It also means it's not that easy to find a race with the perfect conditions. I mean, today the temperature was good, especially the temperature difference with what I'm used to, but everything else was wrong. The wind was a killer, and then the race organization was honestly not great, and then also my personal circumstances were not good. So I guess the conclusions of my video from a few weeks ago about heat training and heat adaptation were damn right. Yeah, so it's not easy to get all the stars aligned